So the last few days as I've been driving around, I've noticed that when I've come to a stop and the engine stops, because it's got a stop start on here, whenever I press the clutch down again, sometimes it wouldn't start first time. And I started thinking that maybe my battery is dying. So I took it to my mechanics and they said, yeah, the battery is dying. So I'm going to show you how to change the battery on this car. This is a Ford Fiesta Ecoboost 2016. So when you're ordering a battery, you need to make sure that you're ordering the ones for the stop start. This one's a bit more expensive, but the cheaper ones are for the ones that I've got, not for the cars that are not stop start. But make sure you get the one. You make sure you tell the people that you're buying from that your car is a stop start model. So first thing you're going to do is open up the bonnet. The release mechanism for the bonnet is just above the gas pedal here. So the gas pedal is there, and just reach underneath and you see this little thing here, this little lever thing that you can pull towards you like that. Once you pull it, then you see the bonnet also pop up a little bit. That tells you that it's unlocked now. And then just when you go to the bonnet, just here, just above the badge, there's this yellow release mechanism which you push to the left. When you push it to the left, it releases the bonnet. And then once you've done that, you can push it to the left, then with your other hand, lift the bonnet up. And push it all the way up. You also have this rod, which you have to kind of yank out of there. It needs quite a bit of force. And then you use this to hold up the bonnet by putting it in these two little holes here. And then make sure that it's secure. So this is the old battery, and as you can see, it's the original one, the original Ford one, which is why it makes sense that it's going a bit now, because it's over 8 years old now. And you notice as well, I've got these gloves because it's very dirty in there, first of all, and secondly, this battery is old and it might be leaking some battery acid, and if it does that, it's very corrosive. So it's good to wear gloves so that if it does leak, you're not going to burn yourself. So what you're going to need is one of these, which attaches to these. So you need a 10mm one and 8mm one. So these three should be enough to do the job. So we're going to start off by removing the earth terminal, which is connected to the negative terminal, and for that we'll use an 8mm one. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Remember, if you're not sure which way to turn, remember the saying, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So right now I'm going to the left, twisting towards the left to make it loose. And put this somewhere safe so you don't lose it, because you will need it afterwards. And put the wire to the side somewhere. To remove the nuts from the negative terminal, you need to use a 10mm one. Again, just put it in there, and then lefty loosey. Once it becomes a bit loose, you can remove the terminal and put it to the side there. And you notice there, it's still attached to the battery. It's still attached to this bit here. You can just use your fingers and remove that, so that now it's out of the way, and put it somewhere just out of the way there, safe. And then we take the positive one off, and again this one's 10mm as well. It's just lefty loosey. Let me try and move this a bit more out of the way. So the battery's got this big piece of metal here covering it and actually keeping it in place, so you need to remove that as well. And this is held in by 10mm bolts, so take those out. Again, put them somewhere safe. So this one's 10mm, this one's 8mm, and there's one just over here as well, which is also 10mm. Lefty loosey. So once it's loose enough, you can just use your hand and put it somewhere safe. I wonder why they use different size bolts here. Why couldn't they just make it all 10mm? Anyone from Ford or anybody who knows about this thing, can you let us know in the comments, please? You can remove this metal plate. Once you've loosened up the positive terminal, you can then just lift it out by putting your fingers underneath here. I've noticed it's quite hard to do this, but put your fingers underneath there and then just lift it, push it to the side, and that's off. So the battery's got handles. If you've never lifted the battery up, you'll be surprised to see how heavy it is, so you will need a bit of strength to lift this out properly. So I'm finding it a bit difficult to take out with this metal thing in the way. So I wonder if I have to move this out the way first. So you can see it's got the positive on this side and negative on that side. So remember, the positive is where the red is. So we're gonna put it. It's this metal thing at the back here that's making it difficult. So let me take it out again. Hold on. Yeah, this metal thing here is making it difficult. So let me maneuver it a little bit out of the way. Okay, so now that's sitting in there, then I can put this back down. I think this is just to make the battery a bit more secure. And it's in. So now it's just about putting that plate back on and then reconnecting all the terminals. Put the handle down. So it's 2 on this side and 1 on that side. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna put this one in first because this one looks a bit out of line, so I'm gonna put it in first so that I don't struggle to put it on afterwards. I think that was a 8mm one. So earlier it was lefty loosey, now it's righty tighty. So lock that in place, and then these other 2 here, these were 10mm. Let me just tighten this a bit more. Make sure it's all the way in, and that's nice and tight. Then the other 2 were 10mm. So most of the time it's nice and easy to just use a finger at first, just to put it on. Then afterwards, use the tool to tighten it. So now the battery is nice and tight, we're going to put the terminals back on. And you notice they've got these plastic covers on them. And if you connect a battery with these on, nothing will work because this is plastic. So you've got to take them off. Nice and easy, just lift them off like that. And now we can connect the terminals. I'm going to start with the positive one first. So this one is an 8mm. So with this one, when I'm trying to turn it to the right to tighten it, do you see the little thing at the back spinning? So it's not going to tighten like that. I need something to stop that from spinning around while I tighten it. So I'm just going to try this, put another spanner, just put it behind there. We'll just push it up towards the top, and then that way it stops spinning, and then it's getting tighter now. So you want it nice and tight so it doesn't come off when you're driving. Just like so. Now it's nice and snug. And then now for the negative. It's this way around, not that way. Just put that over there. Connect it up. Make sure it's all the way down. And then this was connected to this part here. This just clipped in here, like there. And then the last bit was the earth, so we're going to put it there. So remember, it's going to be a bit sparky, but don't worry too much. So I'm going to put that there like this, and then so now that everything's connected up, I'm just going to test it by turning the car on. So key in, clutch down. Okay, so far so good. The electrics are on and it starts up nicely. So once you're done, to close the bonnet again, just hold it up with one hand and then you remove the rod from the holding place and make sure you clip it back into place till it makes a noise so that it's nice and secure. Bring it down gently, then when you get to about here, you just drop it and it shuts, and it locks. And that's how you change the battery on a Ford Fiesta EcoBoost 2016. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. With the old battery, don't just throw it away on your rubbish bin or leave it on the roads. Take it to a local authority site where they'll dispose of it properly, or a lot of garages will take it as well. So I'm going to take mine to my local garage. I think they've got a guy that recycles them there, so I'll take it there, and I think they make a lot of money from them. So that's an easier thing for me because my local authority site is further than my garage. And yeah, so otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching, and that's how you change a battery in a 2016 Ford Fiesta EcoBoost. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.